What's up, YouTube? It's TechShot87, and from the title of the video you already know what the gun is, so it's not the best introduction, but here it is. Glock 42. You're probably thinking why, and I'm gonna tell you. So if you get one of these, first thing, it comes in this nice padded case. 2 magazines, your brush, lock, all that good stuff. So take one of the mags out and leave the other one in, and let's go ahead and talk about it. So this is the Glock 42 you guys have all heard about, and a couple videos back I said I would not be getting one of these. I was actually going to wait on the single stack 9mm version, but I couldn't resist. I kind of fell into temptation a little and went ahead and bought this. So I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to tell you how I got it. I'll tell you how I got it first. Let's just get that out of the way. I sold the M&P shield to go ahead and get this. Wait for it. Okay. So if you leave a comment in the section below saying how much of an idiot I am, I know you didn't watch all the way through, because I did not sell the M&P shield. I was just kidding. So what I did do is I sold the Springfield XDS. Well, I don't know, I might get some comments for that one, but I'll tell you why. And let me go ahead and say this: the Springfield guns, all of them, are very nice guns. I mean, they send you a nice suitcase with a bunch of goodies. Everything from the magazines and their cross cannon logo to the way they polish the feed ramps and everything. Everything on those guns is just nice. But what I didn't like about it is the fact that it's a single stack 9mm, and it's heavy. It is heavy. For a single stack 9, that thing is extremely heavy. And I mean, when I say that, you know, I'm referencing like Glock 26 heavy, which is a double stack 9mm that carries more rounds. The M&P 9C is actually lighter than that gun, the XDS 9. So why is it so heavy? Well, the shield is about 4 ounces lighter and handles the recoil just as well. So I'm not sure why, you know, and you can tell when you hold the gun, it feels good in your hand, it feels natural, but it's bulky. It is. So why would I carry that thing around? Which I did. I gave it a fair shot, but why would I carry that thing around when I could just you know, I could have just kept the M&P 9C and just carry that around, you know? So like I said, my biggest thing for concealed carry is I've been looking for the smallest, most comfortable range gun, basically. You know, something that I could have that is very comfortable to wear, but yet take to the range and have a decent time. That's been kind of the thing I'm looking for, and I don't know if I found it yet. I haven't put a shot through this gun. I'm not going to hype this gun up because I don't know. I don't know how this gun is going to do. I think I have an idea, but like I said, you guys know the dimensions on them. You know, it's right at 6 inches long, 4 inches high. You got a 3 1/4 inch barrel, 5.5 pound trigger pull, so it is a very small Glock. So I went with it. Now let's go ahead and talk about this, get this out of the way. The 380. I try not to get in the caliber debate, but I can't help, you know, but kind of pipe in. I'm not that macho. My thing is 380 and above, and I think you're good to go. I just do. I mean, especially with modern ammunition, I really just don't see 380 being that big of an issue, because when you shoot 9mm, guys say, oh, well, you got to carry a 40. Or if you carry 40, you're like, oh, why shoot twice? Carry a 45. So it's literally like a never-ending thing with the whole caliber thing, you know. So I don't buy into it. I do say 380 and above. As far as me, that's what I'm comfortable with, and that's all there is to it for me, in my opinion. Now And this is not a backup gun. This is my concealed carry everyday gun. I got a holster coming in here soon, and you know, this is going to be my everyday carry. So a big thing with this gun has been it is a huge 380. Well, it's a bigger 380, but it's not huge. When you put this thing in your hand, it feels good. You know, it feels really nice. You got your standard Glock, everything on it, sights, you know, all your controls are the same. It feels amazing. To me, I really like the way this thing feels in my hand. And yes, it is bigger than your LCP and your car and the Kel-Tex. What do you gain and what do you lose from the size of this pistol and what it's chambered in? So let's talk about the negatives first. What you lose in 380, as long as you are, you know, if you're comfortable carrying 380, then you don't lose anything there. What you do lose on the 380 is the fact that it is an expensive round to shoot. Supply and demand has really drove the price. I mean, I was kind of shocked. I knew it was a little bit more, but at least in my area, 380 is more expensive than 9mm. It is a little bit cheaper than 40, and it is more expensive than 38 Special. And of course, it is cheaper than 45, but it's about $4 or $5 more than 9mm per box. So that is a negative. Another negative, as far as the size of it, is, and like I said, I'm gonna try to carry it in my pocket, but is it the ideal pocket gun? I don't know yet. From what I've seen, if you know, even putting it in my jeans, if I was wearing cargos, or when I was wearing cargo pants, it seemed to be a little bit more comfortable. This is all without a holster, by the way. So, and I wasn't carrying it loaded. I was just putting it in there to see how it felt. But in cargos, it actually felt, you know, it wasn't bad at all. In jeans, it was a little bit tight. So with a holster, it, you know, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. So. But is this something that you could just throw in your pants and go, you know, or throw in your shorts and go to the gas station real quick? Absolutely. I definitely believe you can. Unless you wear skinny jeans or something like that, I think you'll be good to go. Something to throw in your purse, definitely. Get a little holster, you know, a little pocket holster or whatever you want. Throw it in your purse, good to go. So, yes, it is a little bit bigger. But now let's talk about what you gain from that size. Well, if it's a little bit bigger and it weighs a little bit more, naturally it's going to be easy to shoot. I don't know, but from everything I've seen and read and watched, this thing is a breeze to shoot. So, you know, if you're a first-time gun buyer, you know, maybe you don't want to get into 9mm first, you want to start off with something a little bit smaller, this may be a great option for you. So, what else do you gain? Like I said, with the LCPs and the Kel-Tex and the Bodyguard and all these kind of guns, is you have that long trigger pull. So even if an LCP or a Bodyguard is very controllable to shoot, that trigger pull is going to throw you off. Now, I'm not saying you can't be effective with it, but with the striker fired, with it being striker fired, 5.5, see, hey, there it goes, 5.5 pound trigger pull, you consistently get this kind of break. Here's your take up, and it breaks. And that's always going to lead to better shots. It doesn't matter who you are, it's always going to lead to better shots. And if you care, you know, you have a nice reset and a nice break. You get that break every single time. That is a positive. So yes, the gun is bigger than your normal 380s. Okay, one of the biggest things, and even I said it, is the gun should have been chambered in 9mm. You know, but for its size and for its weight, if it was chambered in 9mm, I don't think this gun would be as fun to shoot at all. I just don't. You know, naturally you're going to have, you know, it's going to be snappier. So I think Glock and what they did, especially from a business standpoint, was brilliant. I mean, they know people are going to buy this gun because it is the first single stack Glock that's, you know, less than an inch wide, this whole kind of thing. They knew that. So why wouldn't Glock sell a bunch of these and then sell a bunch of single stack 9s when they come out with that? Which, you know, that's all speculation, but they're going to, you know that. So from a business standpoint, it was brilliant. And honestly, I have to say I kind of dig it. I like it. So now this could change. I got some, just to tell you, I got some Federal Hydra Shocks. I normally carry Hornady, but I couldn't find any. But I got some Federal Hydra Shocks, 90 grain, and I got some Remington, 95 grain, just regular gun. Now this thing loaded is right at 15 ounces. That's nothing. I mean, that is nothing to carry. I don't even think it's too big for the pocket. I'm gonna get a inside the waistband and a pocket holster and just kind of test both of them out, see how I like them. But to me, it's I've just stuck it in my pocket, not loaded or anything, just to see how it felt, and it really didn't feel bad. It's light as a feather. I mean, it really is. So, you know, that's why I went with this. Like I said, I wanted something a little bit lighter. A little bit more comfortable to carry, and you know, if I'm ever looking for a double stack firearm, you know, I don't mind that little bit extra weight. I really don't. You know, if I'm out hunting or something like that, you know, and I'm carrying outside the waistband, then that doesn't bother me. But for concealed carry, I want the most comfortable, smallest little package, most shootable package I can get. I don't know if I found it. The Shield still, in my opinion, has just blown me away. It's such an awesome gun, but we'll see with this one. So obviously, to break these guns down is the same exact way every time. Make sure we're clear, and you know, you guys know how this is done, but just wanted to show you if you don't. So yeah, I don't know what to say. You know, I like the way the gun looks. It's very simple. I hate to be this kind of guy. I'm not a Glock guy yet, but what I will say is, until you actually shoot a Glock, you kind of, you know, at least I did, I gained a real appreciation for how simple they are, and yet how effective I was with them. You know, how accurate I shot them. You know, every gun is pretty much accurate, but how accurate I shot the Glocks I've shot, the 34 and the 19, have really impressed me. So they do come with the 2 6-shot magazines. Yeah, they definitely could have snuck another round in here. But one thing I do like, and I talked about this in the Shield video, the Shield is very hard to manipulate. Like the slide stop is very hard if you want to, you know, release a slide on a magazine. It's very tough, you know, when you put your magazines in, they don't go in that easy. Well, this gun is the complete opposite. So I think that's probably why they left that other round out. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing, you know, because when you put this mag in, it takes nothing, you know. So the magazine release, I like how big it is, but I've noticed, you know, just messing around with the thing, if I hit it with the corner of my thumb like that, it kind of rubs my finger raw. So I've been hitting it with the side of my thumb, and it's been fine. The one thing on the 34 and the 19 that I noticed, and it's probably like this on all of them, is just how easy it is just to rack the slide. And this one is not as smooth as those, but you can tell it's a smooth gun to operate. It doesn't feel like it wants to catch, you know, just very smooth. Magazines are smooth, go in and out, not a problem. So it has this little bit of a beaver tail back here that just really, you know, really feels nice. There's your sight picture, just standard Glock. Glock sights. So the one thing I like about it as well, before we close out this video, is they kept true to everything on the Glock. And what I mean by that is, especially with the bodyguard, which, you know, I love the full-size M&Ps, I love the compact M&P, I love the shield, but with the bodyguard, it's just a weird gun. And what I mean by that is, you have your on the bodyguard, you have your big takedown lever that rotates down, you have your slide stop here, and then you have a big safety right over here, and the gun just looks weird. You know, this gun doesn't look weird. I mean, it, you know, Glocks tend to be pretty ugly because they're plain, but that's kind of what I like about it. It looks like a small Glock. It doesn't look ugly, you know. I mean, it doesn't look weird and out of place. The bodyguard, which was the other one I was looking at, it just, I don't know, you know, it's just me. I'm just kind of pointing out little things about it that I do like. One thing I've already noticed off the bat is these slide serrations are basically non-existent, I guess. I feel like it could be, you know, they could be a little bit more pronounced, because I can see my hands if I'm, you know, if it's raining or I'm sweating, whatever, I can see my hands slipping off those pretty easy. So, but overall, like I said, I'm not going to hype the thing up. I have not put a round through it. I just wanted to show you guys and tell you why I went with it. And we will see, you know, if it is a, you know, a good gun. Like I said, I've seen a lot of reviews. I've seen some of the ammo issues, but I just wanted to try it for myself. And of course, we will be taking you guys with us when we go to take it on the take it to the range. So anyways, guys, if you like the video, just press the thumbs up button for me, and if you want to see more from us, just subscribe. We really appreciate it, and we will see you next time. Hold them down.